When I'm going to go to the temple to do temple work for one of my ancestors, one of the ways I can find people who need their ordinances done is to go to the Family Search homepage and sign in. Family Search then looks for people who I am related to who need temple work done. Those show up under Recommended Tasks, and I can click on Temple, and it brings up a list of people who are in family tree related to me who need temple ordinances done. It will also bring up those with yellow temple icons, indicating that something is missing before temple work can be done. In order for a name to qualify for temple ordinances, you need to have 5 things: a name, date, and a place in standardized format, plus a gender, and that person needs to have been deceased for at least 1 year. If I click on this green temple icon to see what ordinances need to be done for Rachel, it says that she needs to be sealed to her spouse. I can click here and it will take me to her temple ordinance page, and I can request that ordinance to be done. I would like to see how I'm related to Rachel. I'm going to click on View My Relationship. From me, I go through my mother's line, through the Deerdorfs, up here to the Flickingers. I come through one of their children, Eva, and this is another child of theirs, Rachel. So this is my cousin. Keep in mind that this list of ordinances to be done also shows up when your sister is logged in. It shows up to her. It shows up when your cousin signs in. It shows up to him. So the first one to click on this and request that ordinance to be done is the one who is permitted to do that, and then it will disappear off this list. Next, I would like to show you Temple Ordinances Ready. I'm going to hover over Temple, and I see that the tab Ordinances Ready is ready for me to click on. If I don't click on it here and just click Temple, I can click on that tab here. Ordinances Ready is a new opportunity for us to do temple work for our ancestors and print the cards at home and take them to the temple. Ordinances Ready will only allow you to keep those ordinances in reserve that you get from this list for 90 days. Then it will take it from you, put it back out there on a list for someone else to get. It will allow you to get 4 baptisms and confirmations, 5 initiatory, 1 endowment at a time, 10 sealings to parents, and 5 sealings to spouse. It will draw those names from 5 places. The first 4 places are trying to find people who are related to you for you to do those temple ordinances for. First of all, it will draw from my reserve list, some that I have already requested to be done, and it will remind me to do those. Next, if I have shared some with the temple, it will pull them back from my shared list and allow me to do those. The third category, if there is somebody on the tree with a green temple icon, like we saw a moment ago on the home page, who needs their ordinances done, it will bring that up waiting for me to select that. The fourth category is if a cousin of mine shared a common relative with the temple to be done, we can pull that off of that shared list that they requested, and I can get that here on this Ordinances Ready list. Now, if the system cannot find any that you are related to, it will draw from the shared temple list of everyone. So you probably would not be related to those people. But that would be as if you were to go to the temple and get a name from them. I'm going to click on Initiatory. It says it's searching your temple reservations and other temple opportunities. It's found 4 from my reservation list and 1 from the temple list. These 4 are ones that were on my temple reserve list. It says you've already printed those, but if you need to reprint them, you can do that at this time. No, I already have those I don't need to reprint them, so I'm going to uncheck those. Now I'd like to look at Mamie. First of all, I'm going to click on her name to see who reserved that ordinance. If I hover over the initiatory ordinance, it tells me the name of the person who reserved that and shared that with the temple. I also want to click on View My Relationship. I come up through my mother's line. Our common ancestor is Henry Perkins. So this is my cousin's spouse, and I am permitted to do the temple work for her as well. So I would like to print this and take this name to the temple. It says it's going to be printed on white paper and that you should cut out the card and perform the ordinances. There is a 16-digit barcode right here that pertains to this particular printout. If I don't have a printer, I can take this barcode written on a piece of paper, show it to the temple clerk, and he will print out this card for me. If you're at home and can print this out, you may next want to know where is the command for printing. If you're on Google Chrome, it disappears sometimes, so I hover over the top of this page and the printer icon pops up. Or you can always click on the page Control P and it will take you to this next page. Make sure you have your printer here. Make sure that your settings are on a scale that will print the regular size and not a small size. And if you have multiple pages of ordinances to print, make sure that it is not clicked on Print on both sides. And then click Print. Now I've successfully printed an ordinance to take to the temple. Now if I click out of this tab, it will ask me, did this print, yes or no, or would you like to retry? I'll click yes, it's printed. Now I notice that I have 90 days to complete that ordinance. It's printed right here on the date reserved and the expiration date for that ordinance. Normally I have 2 years to complete the ordinances, but when I get it from Ordinances Ready, I have 90 days. Keep in mind, when I'm requesting ordinances from Ordinance Ready, it will only give me the gender that I am. I only get female cards when I am logged in as the female.